Whenever I do an animation like this, I frequently get questions like, what program did you use to make this? And the answer is PowerPoint. If you're here to learn custom PowerPoint animation, then perhaps this project will help you see a lot of different examples, and this will help you get a better understanding of it. I'm going to start off by going to pexels.com, and I'm going to just type in car. And for this particular animation, we're going to need a car that is kind of a side shot. Let's choose this one. I'm going to download that. So there's plenty of free software out there that you can edit these kind of things with. You can use Photoshop, Adobe Illustrator, and there's, like I said, there's free stuff as well. You can also use something like Paint, which I have done in the past, and it works almost as well. It just takes a little longer. If you really want to see how I can do it in Paint, let me know in the comments, and I can show you a video on that. So I'm going to drag over this tire, let go, drag over this main part of the car. All right, so now we have this huge tire, and we've got this car. So let's shrink this down, and for now we will move this to a different slide just so it's out of the way. First thing we want to do is click on this tire and then go up here to animations. We want this to spin, so we're going to go to add animation, and they have one called spin. Click on that, but we want to see the animation pane, so make sure that's always up. So go here to animations and then choose animation pane right here. This is where you can really see what's going on. For one thing, you have a little icon here of a mouse, which means it's not going to spin unless I click. If I ran this right now, I click, it's going to spin. It's not going to spin before that. I kind of want it to start on its own for this one, so let's go back. You right click, and it's on start on click. Just go to start with previous. Start with previous will animate with the previous animations, and if it's the first one, it'll just start automatically. You can see what I did here is right click, go to effect options. This is a lot easier to control what you're doing by going to effect options. In this window, you can see a lot of the things that's happening. So for one thing, you've got 360 clockwise. So it's going clockwise and it's going all the way around. That's 360. If we want to go halfway, we can do half spin, quarter spin, or type in our own value there. In this case, we want the tire to keep going. So we don't want a smooth start. We don't want a smooth end. We don't want it to reverse. So let's leave that alone. And this is pretty much the speed. We want the tires to go, let's say, fairly fast. Really important for us today, we want to repeat until the end of the slide. So it's going to, essentially, this will repeat forever. So let's see what that does. So notice we've already done the animations for this, so it comes in real handy that we can copy it. I'm going to hit Control C for copy, Control V for paste, and now we've got two of them, and look, if I run it, you're going to have two tires going. Now we can add the rest of the car, which we put up here. Let me cut that and paste it right here. The way we have the tires spinning, we probably want to move this car the other direction. Okay, I'm going to go up here to arrange, and then under rotate, flip horizontally. And I think this is kind of big, so I'm going to shrink this down. I want my car to be about that big. Of course, the tires are too big, that's fine. I'm going to select both tires at the same time so they shrink at the same rate. Otherwise, you'd be trying to match those up, and no need for that when you can just do them at the same time. So now if we were to try to run this, look what it does here. Okay, so a decent effect. Let's select everything and tell it to kind of go up and down. So I'm going to go up here to animations. Let's add an animation. So I'm going to go right here to motion paths. Just this line. So by default it's going down, which is just fine with me because that's what I want to happen. And I don't want to go down that far though, just a little bit. Of course, the green is your starting point, and the red is your ending point. So it's going to start up here and go down. These are going to do the same thing. This tire is going to start where the green is and then go down to the red. Select all three of these because it's going to be one effect together. Right click, go to effect options. So now we're controlling all three of these items for this one up and down move. And we kind of do want a smooth start and a smooth end. Probably not the bounce, but we do want the auto reverse. We could try the bounce to see if it works. For timing, of course, we want to do this to the end of the slide. And yeah, let's do medium, start with previous. Start with previous, hit OK. Okay, so I went out to pexels.com and I got this picture of some trees. Control C, Control V. And I'm going to find a spot here where I can, let's see, I'm going to reverse one of these. Now I can select both of those. I can group it by going to group. And now I've got two groups that I'm going to group again. And let's just do it one more time. Now, what's cool about this is I'm going to send this to the back. So I'm just going to say, I'm going to click on it and go to send to back. And now what's great is because I took the time to hollow out these windows, you'll be able to actually see the trees going through on the other side. Let's stop right there. So that's going to be the starting point. And then it's going to go left because our car is driving to the right. It'll help create that illusion. Again, go to animations, add animation. We're going to motion paths again, or we can go to one that says, you know, go to the left, but it's okay, we can just move it. So I'm just gonna say lines. So currently it wants to go down, but I don't want it to end up down here. I want to end up over here. Now, if you notice I'm getting a little glitch in the back when it starts repeating. The more you adjust it, you can actually time it out to where it's really hard to tell where it loops. And then I'm going to add, let's say, a road. I'm just going to do insert shape. I'll just do a rectangle here. And we're going to make this rectangle dark, like a road. Right click, send to back. And then to help with the motion, here is a parallelogram that'll probably work well for what we're doing because it looks like it's a rectangle but at an angle. So right click on that. And we're going to start off the slide and we're going to tell it to come through the whole entire slide. Go up here to animation, add animation. Again, let's go to motion paths. Choose line. It has it going starting here where the green is, down here where the red. We're going to grab that and say, you know what? I want to go from here all the way this way and off the slide. And I want that to happen automatically. So I hit start with previous, go to effect options. I don't want it to be a smooth start or smooth end. And I want it to repeat until the end of the slide. We probably want this going a little faster than the background because the road is a little closer to us, so it should appear faster. So let's make that fast. Hit OK. Now this is a good trick is I kind of want to move the yellows, but instead of actually moving, I'm not even clicking on that yellow bar, I'm clicking on the actual animation. And that has a little more control. And let's actually add one more thing. Let's add a shadow before we run this thing. So let's do an oval. Nothing too fancy here. Let's make the oval black. And the outside, nothing there. Okay, right click on that oval, go to format shape, fill, and we're gonna make this transparent. And then we're gonna add some animation to it. There's one called grow and shrink. So again, we want this to happen automatically. So it's with previous. We'll keep it medium for now. It's going to go until the end of the slide. We also have to make sure the shadow is auto reverse, so it's a nice smooth transition. Okay, and if you want to look really goofy, here I've added a face here. Of course, it looks a little goofy. It doesn't look too realistic, but this is just for fun. And let's hit play and see what this looks like. Hopefully, when we did this project, we ran through enough custom animation that you can kind of get the hang of it. If you want me to do more examples like this, let me know in the comments.